Hey guys, Adam LZ from the future. Before I go into this very intense one more time with Chris Forsberg, I want to remind you the Supra giveaway is still live. We've got a lot of merch in stock, so if you want a chance to win my 2020 Supra with nearly 700 horsepower that can run a 9-second quarter mile and $15,000 cash, head over to lzmfg.com where you can buy merch, car parts, and every $5 you spend will get you entered for a chance to win. Thank you, I appreciate the support, and enjoy the rest of this video. All right, it's competition day one. What are you thinking, Ginge?
I think we're doing good. I think you're ready. I've made a couple changes, but you just gotta give a little sauce, give a little sauce, give a little sauce.
The first transition is gonna kind of be key to getting the track right. We went over it a lot last night at the Airbnb and kind of came up with some plans for setup changes, driving adjustments. So hopefully I'll feel a lot more comfortable. And I think the biggest thing is gonna be doing a smooth lead line and not getting lost in the smoke and the chase. If we can do that, I think we're good. I think there's two things we gotta do to take home a win today. I think one of them is doing a really smooth and clean lead run, which is kind of what I'm gonna focus most of practice on. And then for the chase, is just really not getting lost in the smoke. I know being right-hand drive, that last corner looks like a lot of people are getting buried in smoke. So rather than just kind of, you know, being gentle and being worried about hitting the car or going off, I think I just gotta stay in it and just accept if they spin, I'm going into them.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, we had Freddie add a little more boost to it down low. What did he say? We were down like probably quite a bit of torque, probably like 80 to 100 foot-pounds of torque.
Yeah.
Just keep everything happy. Give a little more sauce. Need some driver mod, some adjustment. But top 32, we got a buy run, so that's just an extra run of practice. So that's pretty cool. Before we go on the track, I want to take a second to talk about one of my sponsors, Movement Watches. They've got a pretty cool underdog success story founded on the belief that style doesn't need to break the bank. Movement was actually a crowd-funded startup by 2 college dropouts that understood what it was like living on a tight budget and wanted to make real quality products that everyone could afford. This 44mm Ember Black watch has a really cool concave dial design, and the brushed black with the red accents is always my favorite, and it matches all the team merch. That's a good looking watch. Movement's watches, accessories, sunglasses are all perfect gifts. With the holiday season right around the corner, you should definitely keep it in mind. Most watches this quality run you about 400 bucks, and with Movement, you're typically starting right around $95. You can get 15% off today with free shipping and free returns. All you have to do is go to movement.com/LZ. Movement's launching new styles on their site all the time, so make sure you go check it out. It's just movement.com/LZ. You'll very quickly realize why they've sold almost 2 million watches in over 160 countries. Go join the Movement, and thank you Movement for sponsoring this video. You can find more links in the description. So my first lap out was definitely my best yet. I think one thing that helped me a lot was just really paying attention to the outer zone, kind of looking through the inner clip and not worrying about it. That and staying on throttle kind of slowed down the transition, got me out for the first time into all the zones how it would be. We might need to make some adjustments in terms of gearing because it looks like I used a lot of tire on that run. But we finally got the car feeling like where I can put it where I need to be. So I'm gonna do 2 chase runs and hopefully get one more lead run. The worst case scenario, I'll get another lead as my buy run. Hopefully we can do better. I definitely gave him a little bit too much space in the beginning. I'm just kind of playing a little conservative, but it's really hard to fight the urge of lifting by that inner, but I stayed in it. I maintained about equal proximity throughout the course, not as close as I'd like to be. You know, towards the very end, I noticed a bobble and then lifted, so I got to make sure I just stay in it to stay close. But I'm going to do another tick stroke, which is probably my last practice lap, and then I'll get my lead run, which is my bye run, and then hopefully to a very good top 16 battle. Even though Ginge told me, I definitely underestimated how slow he would be when he initiated, so it kind of messed with my line because I'm so used to just getting on throttle right away. Now I know I just need to, if I'm going up against someone like that, to be able to compensate and, you know, kind of hang back for a second so I can keep that power momentum through there and get to that outer zone allocation. From inside it felt like trash, but from outside it actually didn't look nearly as bad as it felt.
What the judges say and all this stuff, as opposed to qualifying, you really get a good indicator of where they are stressing, you know, certain things. So Adam LZ, a bye run for Adam. We'll see him in top 16 because Joao Berrion is not here. So another driver that unfortunately did not make it here. So Joao Berrion from Brazil is not here, but a lot of LZ fans, the LZ Army, excited for Adam LZ moving on into the top 16.
All right, so I'm going out for my first battle against Dean Kearney. He's a good driver. I'm not sure if I've driven with him before, but I'm feeling pretty confident. I just gotta go put down a good lead run, chase, do my best not to get lost in the slope. I'm stoked. I'm pumped to be here. Let's go do this.
It's how long are you in that proximity to the other driver?
Right. So proximity not only means you're close, but you're also mimicking the lead line and angle as well. So that's why.
Here we go. We got Dean Kearney, Adam LZ, our next battle, top 16. Whoa! Oh boy!
That was right in front of us.
Oh boy. So Dean Kearney initiates, and it looks like it did not snap back. LZ going in the side of Dean Kearney. That is definitely a bummer for both the drivers. Let's take a look at that again here, Ryan. And yeah, Adam had nowhere to go.
Exactly. I think this one seems a lot more clear than the contact that we usually get when drivers are at speed somewhere in the middle of the course. This is a situation where it looks like Dean just over-rotated into the first corner, and Adam, as you said, Jared, really had nowhere to go. Let's take a look at it again. Sometimes Dean will throw these really nasty flicks. Big angle here, really overextended. See, he gets on the brakes, and then Adam really doesn't have anywhere to go on that section of the track, so you can't really fault him there. Here's another angle. We'll get a good shot of it you can see how maxed out he was. He was backwards.
Whoa.
And then right there, Adam's like, I can't go anywhere. So that is going to be, with high degree of certainty, that'll be, oh, now it's official. It is on Dean Carney. So what that will mean is that Dean Carney will be at fault. He will receive an incomplete since the run resulted in a collision and the drivers were not able to finish the run. That also means that Adam LZ, if he needs to fix his car, will not have to use his competition timeout, and Dean Carney will.
It also looked that I think LZ caught a little bit of a break there because that front left corner, when Dean rotated, it caught his door. It didn't hit his suspension. I think that would have caused more damage. So
more strife.
Yeah, less strife for sure. Just more cosmetic, but ideally not the functionality of the machine. Let's throw it down to Lorette. She's down there in the mix.
Well, guys, there was a lot of damage sustained to Adam's door. Adam, what is the team working on fixing right now?
I'm not really sure right now. I think the car's good. I think they're just checking it over. I hope everything's good.
Okay. Well, it looks like the team is checking the toe and the alignment on the car. Most of the damage was sustained to Adam's door, so a lot of movement. The guys are looking pretty comfortable. The clock is running. We have about 5 minutes and 35 seconds left.
Luckily, the car's still good. Dean's gonna have some time to fix his car. I think he has to use his timeout though, since he's at fault. We were able to get it done in the allotted 10 minutes. Checked over everything. The door's toast, so that's gonna kind of suck. Find another one, getting it painted and wrapping it to all match. But other than that, I'm out. I just gotta complete my run, and we'll get our first top 8. Not exactly how I'd want to wind up in top 8, but nonetheless, big achievement. First look at the damage. It could have been a lot worse. Thankfully, we didn't get any of the suspension components hit. Chris says he has a couple spare doors laying around, so I feel a little bit better about that, but getting the fade and all the graphics and mostly the chassis pulled out is going to be a little tricky, but not exactly the way I'd want to make it in the top 8, but we're in top 8, so. Congratulations. I know.
Great job, guys.
Thank you.
Good job. Thank you guys for the help. Good job. Good job. High fives. High fives. Good job. Good hustle. That was so nerve-wracking. Oh my gosh.
That was actually a smooth one.
Yeah.
That was actually a smooth one.
Everything was fine.
The worst thing that happened is we didn't have any zip ties on grid. I was trying.
Our neighbors got us though.
Yeah.
The neighbors got us. We're good.
It's all friendly out here.
Alright. Fingers crossed. We got this.
Alright, so we're going up against Forsberg now. Ginge gave me some notes. Gonna give it all we got. He's fast. We made a few changes just because the car, I think the track warmed up a bit, so everyone's a little bit loose, and I think that might be why Kearney spun. Track just kind of when it gets hot, gets a little greasy. I think we're next battle up, so I'm gonna go out there and do my best.
damage there. Formula Drift Pro rookie. We've seen him in Pro 2 competition, and here you go, going against 3-time champ Chris Forsberg. Let's see how he can handle this.
Yeah, this is a big opportunity here for him. We know that these guys have done battle before.
Yep.
I think this is a different Adam LZ this time around. Remember, that was the very first person that he drew.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, welcome to Pro. Here's Chris Forsberg. Yeah, that was back in St. Louis. You're right.
Having two drivers on the course at the same time, asking them to be inches away from each other, is just one of those variables that's so hard to figure out on this track, and you really have to be perfect.
The track is the equalizer, right?
Yeah.
I mean, no matter how many times you've gone around it, you got to go against your competitor. Here we go. Chris Forsberg initiates into that first outside zone. Adam LZ jumps inside of him. Here we go, past that front clip into that second outside zone. Now coming to that third outside zone, the sweeper. Adam LZ applying some pressure. Look at that. Woo! Chris Forsberg, massive angle there. Adam LZ, you can see him diving in, going a little bit lower, shallower line towards that last outside zone and the finish line, Ryan.
Yeah, and that was a pretty good challenge there put on Chris Forsberg by Adam LZ. Let's take a look at it here in a little bit more detail. Forsberg in that lead position, nice little snap there. Good timing by LZ in the chase. Coming through the smoke line here, Forsberg gets through inside clip 1, a little bit short on outside zone 2. LZ adjusts, dives in on the inside as Chris clears outside zone 3. He's going to start trying to push out. Now this is the inside clip once again. Let's watch how Forsberg gets to outside zone 2. He gets right at the edge there. Like to see him get a little bit deeper, and that allows Adam LZ to get a little bit tighter on outside zone 3. But this is where LZ makes a mistake. He drops down, lowers the angle, and then almost goes completely off course. Here's Forsberg once again. You can see get into that edge of outside zone 2. And then 3, he does a much better job, but LZ was able to stick through him, get through that smoke line, but then he wasn't able to pull it off towards the end as he kind of dropped down about 1 jump on the line and then reduced the angle a little bit. So that gives Chris an opportunity to kind of look at the mistakes that LZ made and try to do better in his chase run, and vice versa as well. We know a couple mistakes that Chris made. Can LZ better those as well?
Go. Adam LZ will lead. Mickey Andre, thanks for watching, homeboy. The Throttle homeboys heading as well. Here we go. Adam LZ out front. Chris Forsberg in the chase position. Addition to that first outside zone. Massive angle there from Adam LZ. Chris Forsberg making some corrections there to get to the side of LZ, and LZ absolutely pulling away from Forsberg right now. LZ getting deep into that outside zone. Wow, did LZ just take down a giant? Adam LZ, the giant killer in that Enjuku Racing S15. Ryan, what do you think?
Well, he does not want to get pushed over even by a 3-time champion, and he came out pretty strong there. Looks like there were some forced errors by Chris in the chase position. Didn't get the greatest initiation by LZ. Kind of had to try to find a way to get settled here. Now he's going to unwind a little bit of angle, come off outside zone 2. Here's the angle from LZ coming into outside zone 1. Or after outside zone 1. Then LZ gets deep into outside zone 2. Forsberg through the smoke line here. Maybe could have got to that a little bit earlier because he didn't transition at the same time that LZ did. And that forced him to be on a little bit of a lower line playing catch up now. So this is a big opportunity here for Adam LZ.
You're sliding left for Forsberg, right for LZ. Oh, one more time there. Oh, and look at that, one more time there, going at it again. And oh, look at that, Brian Egger actually saying and siding with Adam LZ. That was 2-1. Lontaine going over to you. What made that so close? You know, one more time, and I mean, shoot, LZ drove the pants off that thing.
I just went into it with none to lose, and I thought we had him, but you know, one more time just means we could have twice the fun. So we're gonna go back out and show them what we can do. But nonetheless, one more time against Forsberg in the top 8 is an honor.
Chris Forsberg and Adam LZ. LZ twisting the screws. Here we go. The one more time battle. Forsberg out of the gate. A big gap here from Adam LZ. Adam LZ not part of the equation right now. Ryan, this isn't the run that we saw from Adam earlier, but now it looks like he gained some ground. Forsberg turned it up. Can't even see Adam LZ. Where he is gone. Woo, he almost went to that sign.
Oh man, what could have been from the first battle now is really pointing in the direction of Forsberg. Now obviously you don't want to say anything crazy because we've already seen some of these get reversed, but let's take a look. Forsberg gets a great jump, LZ does not. And Forsberg, once he locks up, he is gone. Gets out to outside zone 2, he's not cutting the course. 3, he's nice and deep there. LZ is immediately stuck in the smoke line, and once that happens, we see drivers get on the other side of it. It's almost impossible for them to get out, and he goes off course, giving himself an incomplete.
Juniors are in the Final Four. Who's he going against? LZ? Or is he going against Chris Forsberg? LZ comes out of the gate. Let's see what Forsberg and how he competes against LZ. Now past that front flip. LZ into that second outside zone, filling all of it. Nice done. Into the third. This is LZ that we saw on that first battle. And this is the Forsberg that we would expect, and there it is. So all things considered, looks like Chris Forsberg will get the win, unfortunately due to Adam LZ and that major mistake on that first run.
Well, it's fresh in my head, guys. Like, I'm so happy about that battle. I wasn't really feeling the best today, both driving and like getting in a top 8 the way that I did isn't my ideal way. And I know there's a lot of people out there that don't really believe I can drive, and if that's all that I did, it would have looked like I got lucky, and I feel like that battle really showed that I can drive, and it means a lot to me because I'm only here because I want to drive and I want to get better, and I do feel like I'm continually getting better and learning. But as much as I acknowledge those people that are constantly hating, I cannot express how unbelievably awesome it is to see so much support from all over. I get tagged in so many stories. Every single one that you guys are posting and watching on your story or whatever you're saying, like, I see it all. I'm checking it in my car on grid. It means so much to me. Like, friends from all over, from BMX, from cars, my family, like, all the texts mean so much to me. And in the moment in the car, like, knowing that I have all your support means a ton. And that, plus my amazing sponsors, and of course my amazing team that just kept that car running and gotten it better than ever each and every round, I would not be here. So thank you. I'm super pumped on today's finish. We got top 8 and I feel like we earned it. But the best part about this is because it's a doubleheader, we get a chance tomorrow to do the same. So I want to also acknowledge that was the best lead run I've done all week. I made a little adjustment to how I drove, and it corrected every mistake that I've been doing. So now I know what I got to do. I'm not going to say that in the video, but that little adjustment was the bee's knees, and I'm going to try to take that in tomorrow, make a few other setup adjustments, look over the car with the team. Team's going to look over the car tonight, and we're going to come back at it tomorrow. Hopefully take it even further. 32, 16, 8, next is 4. Thank you guys so much. Let's bring back Ebisu vibes, right?